You've spent your whole life working. You've contributed, you've sacrificed. But when retirement comes instead of peace, you find yourself counting every single dollar, choosing each month between a hot meal or your medication. The dreams you once promised yourself, traveling, painting, learning music, are now just forgotten whispers. Have you ever wondered, maybe the peace you've been searching for isn't here anymore? Maybe it's waiting for you in another country, a place where every meal costs just a few dollars, where neighbors greet you with warm laughter, where growing old is not a burden, but something respected and cherished. And here's the surprise: you don't need to be a millionaire to start over. With just a modest pension, with just a heart that longs to slow down, you can hold in your hands the ticket to a completely new life. Today, I'll take you through 5 countries, places where permanent residency is surprisingly easy, where the cost of living is far lighter than in the U.S., and where you can finally enjoy retirement the way you truly deserve. If you're ready for a new chapter of your life, type it in the comments right now. I'm ready for a new chapter. Because sometimes one small decision today can open the door to a lifetime of freedom and peace tomorrow. 5. Malaysia. The harmony of modern and traditional. Imagine this: a morning in Kuala Lumpur. You look up and see the Petronas Twin Towers glittering in the sunlight. But just a few streets away, you find yourself in Georgetown, where night markets overflow with the smell of spices, where vendors call out and laughter fills the air. That's Malaysia, a rare harmony between modern skyscrapers and timeless traditions, between city life and cultural roots. And here's the best part: living here long-term doesn't require endless red tape. The Malaysia, my second home MM2H program designed for those over 50, is surprisingly simple. With proof of just $1,500 a month in pension income, or about $90,000 in savings, you can secure a 10-year visa that's easily renewable. No need to buy property, no need to invest, no stressful interviews. The cost of living will also surprise you. A fully furnished 2-bedroom apartment in Penang costs just $550, $700. Eating out. A plate of nasi lemak, a steaming bowl of char kway teow, or a crispy roti canai is only $2,400. For a couple living comfortably here is just $1,800, $2,300 a month, a fraction of what you'd spend in the U.S. Healthcare is another reason retirees feel safe here. Malaysia's hospitals are among the best in Asia, with many doctors trained in the UK or the US. A general checkup costs only $20 to $40. And until 2026, foreign income brought into Malaysia is not taxed, letting you keep every dollar of your pension. But what truly makes Malaysia special isn't just the numbers, it's the sense of ease it gives you. David, a 70-year-old from New York, now spends his mornings at a corner cafe, paying just $1 for a hot cup of kopi tarik. He smiles and says real happiness doesn't need to be expensive. So if you've ever dreamed of living in Asia surrounded by diversity and culture, but feared it might be too costly, Malaysia might just be the answer. And if you feel this could be your future home, drop a comment below. Malaysia could be my home. 4. Mexico. Familiar yet different picture. An evening in the plaza of San Miguel de Allende. The golden sunset paints the colonial walls, and somewhere in the distance, a local strums a guitar, gentle, soulful, yet full of life. That's Mexico familiar, because it's right next to the U.S., yet refreshingly different with its colors, music, and slower rhythm of life. And here's the wonderful part: with just a bit of financial preparation, the door to long-term living here is already wide open. Mexico's temporary resident visa is one of the most retiree-friendly in the world. All you need is proof of about $2,500 per month in retirement income, or around $43,000 in savings. This visa lasts 1 to 4 years, and after that you can apply for permanent residency. Even better, if you're over 65 years old, you may be granted permanent residency right from the start. The cost of living is equally attractive. A comfortable rental home is only $500 and $700 per month. Dining out. A fresh hot taco for just $2, or a full meal for about $5. For a couple living comfortably in Mexico is just $1, $800, $2,400 per month, with enough left over to enjoy weekend getaways. Healthcare is another big plus. With the public IMSS insurance program, you pay only $300, $850 per year even as a senior. Prefer faster, more convenient service. Private hospitals charge around $30 for a doctor's visit, and in major cities like Mexico City, Guadalajara, or Merida. Many doctors speak English, and hospitals meet international standards. And here's more good news. Mexico uses a territorial tax system, meaning your income from the U.S. is not taxed. You keep every dollar of your pension without sharing it with a second government. But perhaps what makes Mexico most special is the sense of belonging. Karen, a 67-year-old from California, said, "In Merida, I don't feel like a tourist. I feel welcomed as a neighbor, as if I've always belonged here." That's the gift so many retirees are searching for, not just a place to live, but a true community and a home. If Mexico feels like the next chapter in your journey, leave a comment below. Viva Mexico. 3. Ecuador. Where time slows down. There's a place high in the Andes where time seems to move slower than the rhythm of people's footsteps. That place is Cuenca Colonial City, with red-tiled roofs, balconies draped in purple bougainvillea, and church bells ringing every morning. Here, you don't need to chase the clock. You simply live, breathe, and savor each moment. Ecuador opens its doors to anyone seeking peace. With the retirement visa program, all you need is proof of about $1,380 per month in retirement income. The visa is valid for 2 years, and if you follow the residency rules, you can later apply for permanent residency PR. No need to buy property, no requirement to make big investments. The cost of living here surprises many Americans. A comfortable 2-bedroom apartment in Cuenca costs just $450 or $600 per month. A hearty traditional meal is only $3 to $4. For a couple living well, costs just $1, $800, $2,200 per month, leaving plenty left over for weekend trips. Healthcare in Ecuador is both affordable and flexible. Public insurance costs only $40 per month, covering most services. Prefer faster private care. A general checkup is just $20, $35, and a specialist visit around $50. Many clinics even have English-speaking doctors, making life easier for retirees. One thing to note, Ecuador applies a global taxation system. If you become a permanent resident, your U.S. income may be taxed. But thanks to the very low cost of living, most retirees still save more each month than they ever could back in the U.S. But what makes Ecuador truly unforgettable isn't the numbers, it's the stories. Frank, a 72-year-old widower from Oregon, moved to Cuenca after his wife passed away. Every morning he sits at a small cafe paying just $1 for a steaming espresso. In broken Spanish, he chats with the owner, and he smiles more now than ever before. Frank said, "I don't need much anymore. Just peace and a place where I wake up with a light heart." If you see yourself in Frank's story, leave a comment below. I want to live like Frank. Because sometimes all we really need is a place where time slows down, so we can finally live each day to the fullest. 2. Panama. The golden ticket for retirees. Imagine a morning in the highlands of Boquete. Small houses tucked along the mountainside, mist drifting gently across red-tiled rooftops. No honking cars, no rush, just the sound of streams flowing and birds calling the dawn. Panama gives you something rare, the kind of peace where time itself seems to slow down, just so you can truly savor your retirement years. The most remarkable gift Panama offers is the Pensionado Visa, often called the golden ticket for retirement. All you need is proof of $1,000 per month in pension income. No investments required. No property purchase. No complicated hurdles. This visa allows you to live legally, rent a home, open a bank account, and best of all, enjoy privileges that few other countries provide. Picture this. Discounted airline tickets, reduced utility and phone bills, lower prices at restaurants, pharmacies, even movie theaters. Panama doesn't just say seniors are respected. They enshrine it into policy, into daily benefits you can feel. The cost of living here is refreshingly affordable. A comfortable rental home is just $600, $900 per month. A couple can live fully and comfortably on $1, $800, $2, $500 per month. And for those who choose a simpler lifestyle, it can be even less. Healthcare in Panama meets international standards. In Panama City, modern hospitals employ doctors trained in the US or Europe. A general checkup costs only $25,000, $40, while private health insurance averages just $100 per month. You'll know your health is in good hands. And here's another relief: Panama uses a territorial tax system. That means your income from the US is not taxed. You keep every dollar of your pension, nothing lost to a second government. Mark and Susan, a couple from Texas, call the Pensionado Visa their golden ticket. They said Panama isn't just cheaper. It makes us feel valued. Here, retirement isn't ignored, it's honored. That's what makes Panama truly special. It's not just a place to live, it's a place where you feel needed, respected, and cherished. If Panama sparks your curiosity, drop a comment right now. Golden ticket. Who knows? This could be the very pass that opens the next chapter of your life. First, Costa Rica. Living pura vida. Close your eyes and picture yourself standing on the shores of Tamarindo Beach. Gentle waves crash against the sand. The sea breeze carries the salty scent of the ocean, and locals passing by greet you with a warm smile and two simple words. Pura vida, pure life. In Costa Rica, it's not just a greeting, it's a way of life. And the path to making this lifestyle your reality is surprisingly simple. Through the Pensionado program, all you need is proof of $1,000 per month in pension income. The visa is valid for 2 years, renewable indefinitely, and after a few years you can apply for permanent residency (PR). No property purchase required. No big investment. No overwhelming red tape. The cost of living is refreshingly affordable. A comfortable rental home near the beach is only $700, $1,000 per month. Local meals like casado, a plate of rice beans, grilled meat salad, and fried plantains, or the beloved gallo pinto rice and beans sautéed with egg and Lizano sauce, cost just $4 to $6. For a couple, a monthly budget of $2,000, $2,500 is enough for a simple yet full and satisfying lifestyle. Healthcare is another highlight. Costa Rica is known for having one of the best medical systems in Central America. With legal residency, you can join the public CCSS healthcare system, paying only $100 to $100 per month for comprehensive coverage. If you prefer quicker service, private clinics charge just $50 or $70 per visit. And perhaps the best news of all, Costa Rica uses a territorial tax system. That means your income from the US is not taxed. Every dollar of your pension stays yours. Linda and Charles, after 30 years in Arizona, decided to move to Costa Rica. Today, every morning they sit on the porch of their small yellow house eating gallo pinto, sipping Costa Rican coffee, and listening to toucans calling from the mango tree outside. Charles smiled and said, "We're no longer waiting to die. We live to feel each day as a reward." That's the true spirit of Pura Vida, to live simply, joyfully, and fully. If you too want to embrace this way of life, leave a comment below Pura Vida, because maybe this is where you'll rediscover the happiness you once thought was gone. In summary, we've explored 5 incredible options: Malaysia, the harmony of modern and traditional Mexico; familiar yet different Ecuador, where time slows down; Panama, the golden ticket for retirees; and Costa Rica, living the true spirit of Pura Vida. And perhaps the most important truth to remember is this: retirement is not a full stop. It's a comma, a pause before you begin a brand new chapter. You don't need to be rich. You don't need millions of dollars. All you truly need is the courage to choose a life that belongs to you. If one of these countries spoke to your heart today, leave a comment with its name. I'll create future videos breaking down the paperwork requirements and the very best cities to live in. Don't forget to like and subscribe to discover Globe Places Top 10 so you never miss the next journey. And finally, my heartfelt wish for you: may you find a place truly worthy of being called home.